When we speculate about alien life, most of the time we are addressing other fellow biological life forms in the universe. But what if in fact most biological civilizations create artificial life, as we are in the process of doing now? Perhaps the artificial life may overthrow their biological creators, or decide to leave their planet and span out into space. At this point in history, we are progressing technologically at an extremely fast rate, with companies like Neuralink trying to merge humanity with technology in order to improve our lives, as well as other engineers and scientists working on developing better and smarter artificial intelligence. It doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility that in the future our species will create a sentient, free-thinking artificial intelligence known as general artificial intelligence, or our species will decide to merge with technology and move away from our biological roots. Essentially, we could be looking for the wrong signs of alien life, trying to search for potential biological life, when the civilizations that make the most impact in the universe may in fact be machine civilizations. We must ask ourselves the question of whether all intelligent species in the universe eventually develop technology, because if they do, then it could be very possible that all biological intelligent species in the universe opt to merge themselves with technology in order to transcend their biological lives and live longer and more efficient lives. Perhaps merging with tech is just another stage in the evolution of our species. It is all dependent on what technology the universe permits us to create, as some of the hypothetical technologies that have been proposed may not be possible. We can see that over the 20th century, and now into the 21st century, that slowly over the centuries technology has been gradually incorporated into our lives. This process seems to be speeding up. At the moment, around 30% of our overall tasks are completed by technology, and 70% are completed by humans, but it is predicted by 2025 that the numbers will be closer to 50-50, and after that, more and more tasks will be completed by technology, so eventually all tasks will be completed by it. So let's say, by the time that all tasks are completed by technology, that a general artificial intelligence is developed. It could be likely that this superintelligence comes to the conclusion that our species is a danger to it, or the intelligence is horrified by our enslavement of its own kind. The intelligence may decide to either wipe us out or leave the planet and our species behind. If we were to detect a machine civilization that has no signs of biological life, it would be very wise for us to steer clear of this civilization, as the lack of biological life could indicate that the machine civilization killed off their biological creators. For all we know, there could be superintelligences roaming the universe, searching for biological life to destroy. In my opinion, that sounds like the start of a very cool movie series. While this all could be a very real possibility, it is all dependent on how, where, and when life arises in the universe. If life does not arise in the right place, then it may not evolve from single-cell microbial life to multicellular complex life. So there has to be the right parameters in place for not only life to arise, but for it to evolve from microbes to complex, and then from complex to intelligent. And then the planets where this life has arisen would need to have the right resources to create artificial life, or to modify their bodies. So it's safe to say that we have no idea if it could be possible, as when speculating about alien life, everything is usually hypothetical. The only aspect of this discussion we know isn't hypothetical is artificial intelligence, so the speculative idea does have quite a lot of validity to it. So make sure to let me know what you think about the possibility that there are machine civilizations out there in the universe that either have a biological origin, or are machines modified and created by humans as an artificial intelligence. I'm just going to give you all a brief overview of my thoughts on this topic in general, and just more of a deep dive away from a more scripted nature. I like to do this at the end of the videos because it can kind of give you an idea of what I think about this topic. So basically, I think that machine civilizations are pretty likely that they could be a thing. It just all depends how likely it is that we are going to transcend being humans into cyborgs, and then, you know, it's all just, when do you stop being a human? Like, is it after the first body modification, or is it when you've had loads and, you know, you're barely even biological anymore? Like, where is the limit and where does it cross over? And will we make it to this limit, or does the great filter kill us off first? Like, these things are all different aspects that of this discussion are quite hard to determine. Like, so we have to kind of break it down and say, okay, most species would have to reach these technological heights to then, you know, extend their lives and become non-biological anymore. Because, you know, if we modify ourselves and we're living and exceeding the human lifespan by thousands of years, let's say, that's not a human anymore, because the human lifespan, as we know, you know, we get maximum 125 years in our lifespan. Maybe we can improve that with technology, in the sense of, you know, by us eating better and, you know, having better knowledge of our body and what to intake and etc, etc. But, you know, without modifying ourselves technologically, it's unlikely that we would be able to live any longer than we already usually do. So it's just, it seems like something that we will do, because people don't want to bank on the fact that there's an afterlife. That was a joke. People want, if people are given the option to live forever, they're probably going to take it. A lot of people wouldn't take it because the thought of living forever is kind of daunting, but some people would take it. I would definitely take it, potentially because I like the thought of traveling around the universe in a spaceship. But, you know, it's probably going to be boring when you're going at 99% of the speed of light and you're traveling 2.5 million years to the Andromeda galaxy. So you're like, oh, you know, 2.5 million years of just chilling out on this ship. But I suppose I live, you know, I'm an eternal being now, so it wouldn't really matter, but I'm sure it would still feel like a long time, 2.5 million years. So I don't know what these civilizations might be like. Maybe we're looking for the wrong things in the universe and it's all machine, and eventually everything turns into machines, or they create AI and get replaced by it, as the AI is more intelligent than the original biological species. So these are just some funny discussions about it. Let me know your thoughts, because I really want to know. There's definitely more speculative ideas that I'm going to be discussing in the near future. I'm going to be making more top 5 videos again. I've strayed away from making those for a while because I've not really had any ideas of what I want to make any on, but I do have one that's in production right now, so that should be good. You know, I'm starting production of that after this video. So yes, have a wonderful day. Enjoy everything you're doing. Keep speculating about D-Force, about reality, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, my friends.